Why are we here tonight? Well, the reason we're here obviously is because there is a need to expand the road system in the north part of our community. And I am pleased to say that as a result of the support that the voters in Broken Arrow have given to the city over the last several years through general obligation bond packages and the repurposing of the vision task for street maintenance, we are now at the point where we can actually start widening roads to accommodate all of the traffic that we experience every day, whether it's going to school, going to work, taking the kids to soccer, or going to buy groceries. In addition, there are tremendous opportunities in our community in this part of the city where expanding the roads would help improve opportunities for economic development, for the growth and expansion of some of the businesses that are existing.
My name is Kenny Schwab. I'm the Assistant City Manager of Operations. So as they both said tonight, the format, which will be the second bullet item, and I hope everybody can see it. I apologize for the lighting, but I think this room is fantastic for this type of venue. We've got about 6 to 8 slides to go through and talk about some of the key elements of how do we get to a project. The end result is we want the road widened, we want the bridge replaced, we want the intersection taken care of, and we want traffic moving. So the roads that we're mainly talking about are north of the Broken Arrow Expressway. The city of Broken Arrow has 9.5 miles on the screen. Tulsa County has 1.5 miles north of the expressway on the screen and 3 major intersections. So when you do the math, you realize real quickly there's a lot of work up here in northern Broken Arrow. For those that live up here, you know that there's a lot of need. So let's talk first funding mechanisms. I'm going to talk about the cities real quick, and then Alex will come up and talk real quick about the county. Our funding mechanism for roadway is almost 80%, 90% bonds, general obligations bond. Mr. Spurgeon talked about the 2018 bond. We still have 2014 bond and a little bit from 2011. Almost all of our roadway money comes from general obligation bond. We do couple some of that with a surface to transportation program. It's called STP, and that's a federal mechanism. Once we get federal funds involved, guess what happens to the timeline of the project? It stretches because there's a lot of other steps you have to do, but it's a great mechanism because we get roughly 75 to 80% from federal, and then the city and the county would be the same, would only have to match 20 to 25%.
Tulsa County, we have funding from various sources. As was mentioned earlier, our Garnett project from 101st to 91st is a For to Fix the County project. We have funding with Vision Tulsa. It was Vision and Vision Tulsa for both 101st from Memorial to Garnett, and then for 51st Street from Lynn Lane over to County Line, and the 3 roundabouts at 51st, 41st, and 31st.
So you quickly can see on the design schedule, once the money is secured, it takes at least a year to 2, depending if environmental is involved, STP, another year of right-of-way, and another year of relocation. Hey, we finally made it to construction. After all that time, we finally made it to construction. On a mile roadway, takes about a year. Year and a half if we have special elements, and we'll get into those here in a minute. We have special elements up here on the north side. Bridges. So on the projects that we're talking about, roughly north, we already have 3 bridges. Next items are intersections. Every one of these that Broken Arrow has, as well as Tulsa County, has intersections. Signalized or roundabout. There's extra communication.
Well, we are planning to do roundabouts at 31st, 41st, and 51st on County Line. These will be what we call 4-lane roundabouts. The positives of a roundabout are safety, first and foremost. Their fatalities go down dramatically with a roundabout because you do not have a T intersection. So if someone runs the intersection, you don't get T-bones, and fatalities and major injuries are greatly reduced.
Another impact, schools. This area up here, North Broken Arrow, there are 9 schools. 9 schools that we are impacting with these roads. The other is business impacts. We consider that through the design process and the construction process. We want to be as minimal impact on a business as possible. So during construction, actually during design, we'll talk to them, but during construction, we keep them updated. Mr. Spurgeon is extremely good at updating the public, so we actually update the public on our construction, and we actually update the businesses as we go through that too. This is every project in the northern part of Broken Arrow, so I think there's 15 projects. We've got the county and the city's project. We have every year, we have it basically bar charted out, the design, the right-of-way, the utility, and the construction. And then we can look at every project of when they're proposed for construction and make sure that we're not doing two roads in the same location and impacting in an adverse way. And that was the point of the bar chart that we put together. But the point with that is so you can see the proposed construction and how it's going to impact you as a citizen, you as a business owner, and you as a parent of your children going to school in the Broken Arrow area.